Hey y'all, I am super late with this recap. I'm recapping last week's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Listen, I'm never home on a Saturday night, so for me to get a timely recap out is very difficult. My recap's gonna be CP time for a Saturday night show. But anyways, I really enjoyed this past episode. I think the show is strongest when it focuses on the relationships. It's love and marriage. And so this episode, we got to see a lot more about Kimmi and Maurice's relationship. And to me, Maurice is the nicest guy on the show. He is a lot more considerate and sensitive and just polite. Just a nice, all-around nice guy. It's a show, but he comes across as a nice guy to me. And so we got to see into their relationship. Kimmi has a son who's off at college. Maurice has a son from a previous marriage who lives with his mom in another state. And so we saw a little bit of what that step-parent relationship is like. And we also got some insight into what things would be like if Maurice's son came to live with the two of them. So we saw that Kimmi was a little bit in her feelings about, the fact that she had her son young. She's kind of ready to get out there and live her best life. And now she might be responsible for a whole nother young child. And not that she has a problem with Maurice's son coming to live with them, but she just wants Maurice to take on more responsibility. He has school, he has work, but she doesn't want to have to do the heavy lifting after she's already raised her grown son. And I can completely understand. My mom had us young, and trust me, she turned up after we grew up, okay? She went out there and lived her best life. So Kimmi, there's still time, girl. You still young, you still cute, you still got it. So give yourself permission to go out there and have a good time. And Maurice seemed very supportive of that after getting more insight into how she felt. So out of all the couples, clearly they're the strongest. And they're obviously making the right decision by going forward and getting married. Speaking of getting married, Kimmi wanted to go and get some lingerie for her wedding night. And so she enlisted Melody and Latisha to go to a sex store with her. And they seemed like fish out of water. Okay. They were not having it, but they were good sports about it. And Kimmi was trying to, I guess, put them up on game. Okay. She's grown. Y'all better take some notes. So anyways, funny thing is Melody kind of scooted out. I don't know why she comes in and she kind of leaves really quickly. They're obviously not close friends, but I'm going to ignore that. Anyway, so Latisha ends up buying some lingerie for Melody for her anniversary, and she buys some Kegel balls. She takes us home to Marsau. I was corrected on how to say his name. It's Marsau, not Marsau. Okay, the Marsau was the Cali in me. But Marsau, so she took the Kegel balls home, and Marsau was not having it. He seems to approve of the lingerie, but he's never bought his wife lingerie. If you want your woman to wear something, go out and buy it. But anyway, the Kegel balls were gone and the lingerie, so womp womp Marsau. So as it turns out, because Marsau objected to the Kegel balls, and he didn't seem to object to the lingerie, but at any rate, that was given as a gift to Martell and Melody for their anniversary. So the Scotts, both pairs, were kind enough to surprise Melody and Martell with a big anniversary dinner. And even though Melody and Martell had already been to this nice restaurant, they played like they hadn't for the sake of their friends. And I'm not mad at them. You don't want to burst anybody's bubble after they plan this big elaborate thing. But there was trouble in paradise. And so it's really weird because a couple episodes ago, it seemed like Melody and Martell were kind of in a good space. And even at the beginning of this episode, they were off golfing and laughing. But obviously, there's still a lot of underlying issues. And so at the dinner, the conversation just went all the way left, thanks to Tisha. So Latisha just completely opened up all kind of wounds. For one, she was expressing her dissatisfaction with the fact that Marsau wants her at home, as the hell basically is how I would describe it. And she brought up the fact that Martell cheated on Melody. Oh, girl, it's a what is it, anniversary celebration. Why you gotta go and bring up the fact that he's a cheater? Not very nice, Latisha. Okay, that's not very nice. But it's a show. We gotta have the drama. And guess what? Melody G didn't seem all that enthusiastic about the question. They still have issues. And Martell, I think he just wants people to just get over it. He just wants Melody to just act like it never happened. And that's never gonna happen. He, to me, has so much work to do, and I don't know if he's willing to do it. So we're going to see this coming up episode, The Bachelor Party. Martell better be on his best behavior.